tutorial video on how I shade using Sketchbook. So I've got my layers, I've got them colored and everything. So you just add a layer between the color layer and the line art layer. Typically I like to use a dark blue, a red, or a purple. I'm going to do blue because he's green and it complements it. And then you go ahead and start shading. Now this is going to be a little messy. You can select your area you're going to shade beforehand, but I'm lazy and I just erase it all afterwards. I'll show you how to select it because you're going to need to select stuff anyways. Some shading. Okay, so now that you've got all the shading done, what I do is I turn off the shading layer and then I go to the selection tool and I click on the lasso. It's typically the thing in the middle, and I choose the magic wand, and you go here and make sure that it's on the plus one, and then I just boop, oops, make sure you're on the right layer. Boop. Oh dang, I have to, there we go. You select that, and then you turn on your your shading layer, and then you go ahead and grab your eraser and just erase it. It's going to be a little messy because the coloring was a little messy on mine, but it should be fine for yours. If you went over it and like did everything right. You know, make it clean. Okay, now that you have that, you can go and turn off the selection tool. Then on your shading layer, I typically turn it to multiply. So you see the difference there, it looks kind of dark. But now you can go to the opacity and change what it looks like. So typically, depends on like how dark I want the picture to be. But normally go for something like this. You can change it to whatever you want. And just as a little bonus, I'll show you guys how I do lighting. You can choose literally any light color for lighting. Like, I guess I'll go with this. I don't have the exact color I want to get bright enough. I'll just go for like this. And on a new layer, typically I do it above the line art. You just go ahead and add in where you want the lighting and stuff. Let's do something a little more interesting. And then color that in and stuff. Typically I play around with the lighting until I find one that I like. You do the same thing. You turn off your lighting and shading layers. You go to the selection tool, make sure it's on the magic wand and on the plus, and you select it. Then you can go to your layer, turn it back on, go to your pencil, and switch to the eraser. Then erase all of the extra schmutz you got everywhere. That should be it. Yeah. Okay, and then you can see it kind of looks funny, but once you go here, you change. I think I normally change it to add, if they have add on here, or you could do overlay. Overlay works. And then change the opacity to whatever you want. That's for like a very bright, vibrant lighting. That's for more dull. I'll just leave it at the vibrant one because it looks nice. And there you go. You got a little shaded dude.